too.
Those are nice guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks, man.
Hey, yeah, you got it. It's good seeing you.
Take care of yourself. When are you fighting again?
Hopefully, November, December. I got another book, but hopefully then. All right, we are back in action. Marina, Robles, Adam Narvaez, BJJ. An atom weight fight. You don't see that every day. 105 pounds, the smallest weight class to exist.
Please welcome to the red corner, Dania, Cruz.
Yeah, Dania, Cruz making her way to the cage, representing 4-Ounce Fight Club. Maybe the most prolific, long-time gym here in MMA. I remember when I first got on the scene back in like 07, 4-Ounce was like the MMA gym. You know, their gym name was always cool.
Yeah.
And they've always put out a bunch of great fighters.
The MMA gym at that time, one of the only ones around. Now, obviously, there's all sorts of MMA gyms around.
Maybe like 100.
Yeah, I mean, I think Houston, well, Texas period, but I think Houston has such a good body of talent in MMA. There's so many good guys out of Houston now.
Yeah, for those interested in my wacky theories, pro-ams were not allowed in Texas for some time. So if you wanted to throw a professional fight card, with 12 fights, you need 24 pros. That's a big demand for a lot of fighters. So back in 2000 to 2015, there was just so many pros in the city. Naturally, a lot of pros means a lot of coaches, a lot of coaches, a lot of gyms, a lot of amateurs. And I feel like the scene has really thrived even since the golden age back in 2010 area.
Yeah.
And we've just seen such not only an influx of fighters, but even in this show, the quality of just the amateurs is awesome. A lot of finishes, big knockouts today.
Just now in the intermission, I was speaking with someone about that, about the quality of the amateurs. It's not all the time where you see a flying knee knockout, or you see technical wrestling, or you see a black belt come in here and get taken out by an amateur guy like that. It's not all the time the amateurs are that good, but we constantly are seeing the talent pool that Fury puts out with these amateurs is very high.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by Howler Head Whiskey is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury Amateur Series at a weight division.
Our lone female fight of the night.
Fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 4 feet 10 inches tall, she weighed officially at 102 pounds. Fighting out of Lubbock, Texas, she holds an amateur record of 1 win, 1 loss, representing Weapons at Hand MMA. This is Marina Robles. And introducing her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Sitting 5 feet 1 inch tall, she weighed officially at 105.6 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas. Today, she sees amateur victory number 3, representing the 4-Ounce Fight Club. This is Dania, Cruz. The referee in charge of the action, JJ Ferraro.
Both girls bouncing, ready to get after it. JJ Ferraro, our referee. Fight is on.
Yeah, expect a quick start.
Ooh, heavy hands. I love it.
No range finding. They're just getting right after it.
Yeah, going right after it. Dania tying up here a little bit, pushing Marina to the cage here.
Yeah, remember Dania's last fight? She did really well in the clinch, was able to score some takedowns, hit some top control time.
Yeah, she looked to go to that position almost immediately. Looks comfortable there. Heavy pressure against the cage here. Marina trying to create some frames here, get herself out of this tight spot, but look at the drive she's creating. Look at that back leg planted by Dania.
Yeah, that's where the inside trip really shines.
She looks like she's trying to weave that leg in there. Good underhook on that same side, but we've got Marina looking to get that whizzer. Just not deep enough, though, to do anything with.
Yeah, inside trips need to be quick and explosive. And it's the most ubiquitous takedown. You see it in judo and sambo and wrestling. I mean, in jiu-jitsu, you see it everywhere.
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous?
I love that.
Thank you. Means
solid.
world recognized. Can be recognized all around the world.
See, more than just fighters, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you. More than just fighters.
I learned that word on the internet.
Yeah, still in this position here. Dania really grinding on Marina here.
Yeah, we saw this in Dania's last fight. And honestly, she wasn't doing bad on the feet. Like in this fight, it was just even. Whereas here she has that cage control time. And this is one of those things, like I'm not much of a wrestler, but anytime I've clinched up in my fights, I instantly try to get my back off the cage. And if you can't catch an underhook and circle them away, then on the overhook side, literally just circle out. Like you may not turn them, but you can exit yourself off the cage.
Yeah, little shoulder shots in there. I mean, she's really content. Dania is just heavy smashing with a minute left here, pressing Marina against the cage. I mean, this is a position where a fighter has to work to get out, and you see her trying to move. Referee now coming in to break it up. I mean, you've seen her trying to get off the cage, but I think, Dania earned that position.
Ooh, nice big combination from Dania. She threw a kick and then a punch on the same side. Good liver kick from Dania as well. Both girls ended up punching at the same time and colliding. And that's why they say jiu-jitsu is so great for self-defense, because when you get two people punching at the same time, you just end up grabbing each other.
If Dania just shucks that hand by, now a little too late, she's going back to the whizzer is Marina. But right here in this position, if she shucks by, she can get the back exposure. Grabbing the head with that underhook like that is not good for a fighter pressed against the cage.
No.
You also got the little ankle pick there to get the takedown if she chooses. And you were talking about the throw earlier.
Dania can even step her right leg around and just hit that outside style scoop of a trip.
Short time now.
I call that like a dominant underhook trip. You have the underhook, you have your head on the same side, trip them with that underhook leg. And you can really just easily kind of cascade into their back.
Just
great,
taking right over, yeah.
Great round from these girls. It started fast. They both had their moments
explosive.
on the feet. Going back to Dania's strength, that cage control. I give her that round.
Yeah, I think her coming out early, like I said, she probably spent a good minute and a half, a good portion of the round with her pressed against the cage, heavy head pressure, underhook, and that foot just planted like a kickstand in the ground, driving into her, which is very uncomfortable. It zaps the fighter against the cage. So, yeah, I think Dania finds herself up around here. But we saw a few good body kicks from her as well.
Yeah, anyone watching at home, if you can ever make the next Fury show, I just left the merch table in the intermission. And, man, Fury got some really cool shirts.
Some stuff over there.
Really cool shirts. I'm actually rocking one right now.
He's got one right now. I got the howler head on. Seems to be the uniform of the evening tonight. A lot of us got the howler head shirt on tonight.
Official sponsor.
There we go. All right, second round underway. Oh, solid leg kick there from Marina. Girls are trading.
Robles shot in, but got just stuffed with some underhooks and instantly turned.
Took that underhook and just ripped the turn, yeah. Now again, familiar position from the previous round where she's got her underhook, looking for the head position, and just driving into the cage.
Yeah, Marina, she shot. I think that may have been a tactical misplay.
Yeah, she was looking to maybe change it up, but could have been set up a little bit better, and she finds herself in that uncomfortable position she spent the majority of the last round in.
There we go. She pummeled an underhook and turned. I mean, really good job. She did her job there. Didn't let too much time expire. Nice little wizard takedown reverse, though.
She rolls through beautifully.
She's in a triangle.
Yeah, but ends up on top in a submission now.
The arm's not quite out or in. It's just kind of sitting right in limbo.
Couple small adjustments.
She needs to get her head out of there, Marina.
Going for an arm now, I believe, is Dania looking to isolate. Needs to walk those legs all the way. Keep walking those legs if she wants to lock her feet up and isolate this arm.
She needs to cut an angle, almost like get her head in between her opponent's legs. There's the angle.
There it is. It looks like she's on it. But
she lost the control, though.
Oh, nice. She finds herself in a bad spot now. Does Dania getting her body.
Yeah, those punches aren't particularly damaging.
Not really doing that much. More aggravating. But now ripping for this takedown.
They do allow elbows to the body, which was something the refs made very clear in the rules meeting before.
Yes. Yeah, just as an amateur, you cannot elbow to the head, and you cannot reinforce the knee to the head in any situation. That's why you saw the flying knee earlier tonight, perfectly fine. And then, as Alex stated, those elbows right there, perfectly legal.
So you see Dania has her hands together, and she's up on her toes. I think if she really tripods up, she can like scoop her opponent's hips out,
get the rest
create some space from the cage. I tell my jiu-jitsu guys all the time, if you don't want to give up a guard pass, keep your back off the ground. Just keep posting and sitting up. And you can see that's something that Marina's doing now to stop from Dania, like really, controlling her in a classic side control.
As she makes her way up, wall walks, gets herself up. Ooh, little exchange of knees there, short time, about 10 seconds left.
Nice, good round, competitive round with those girls.
Tough round from both ladies there. That's a very close round, I would have to say. But, I think they had their highs and lows evenly.
So even when I was cornering my guy, the first round was really close. Couldn't give it to him, though. The second round we thought was ours, but after I actually went and talked to two of the judges, and I was like, hey, how'd you score my guy's fight before the finish? And they said it was 1-1. And I said, good, that's what I told my fighter. And any coaches or fighters listening, if you're not certain you won the round, you got to assume you lost it.
Absolutely. Yeah, if there's not a definitive, like there was a knockdown or anything that you can definitely tell, like, hey, we got the avalanche or landslide on that round, you should always assume that you lost. Give the tenacity to the fighter that you were down, you need to come out with a fire to try to win or finish, depending on the round. In this situation, coming here into the second round, we need to step up the pace if we're Marina. If I'm Dania, she seems to be very content getting that cage work and pressing against the cage, getting some grindy work. But let's see if Marina is able to implement her game and get something going here in this round.
Yeah, that's what Robles needs. See, she shoots in again and again. If she can get the takedown and get some top control time, great. But I think her best chance of winning this fight is on the feet, as she's had some success. She's landed some great strikes. And, entering into the clinch off of those shots, she's kind of feeding right into Dania's game plan.
Yeah, all three rounds started pretty much exactly the same in this type of position and almost the same exact part of the cage, too.
Yeah.
Marina has shown before, though, that she can get out of this position, so she's going to look to do the same thing that she did. Get the underhook, turn the corner like you talked about, get her back off of the cage, try to switch positions there.
Yeah, Marina's done a great job in the second and third round pummeling for underhooks. She's quick to get the underhooks. Even from here, I know she's getting a little bit of wizard pressure on her, but she could circle out to her left side, of which she just did, just to change the angle. I know not much is happening, but whoever's back is on the cage is losing.
And there's another switch of position, a little reversal there. Dania finds herself back in the pressuring position, but look, Marina gonna try to work herself out again. Very grueling style of fight right here.
Yeah,
that cage does not feel good against the back, against the head.
We get another break from the ref. JJ Frau looking for some action. I like that. Hair a little more disheveled. Girls look like they've been in a bit of a fight.
Yep. Trade some leather there in the middle. Marina's still looking fresh, still moving though. Doesn't look like she's been zapped of too much energy. Ooh, big knee from Dania. Underhook and turn. Marina pressuring now against Dania against the cage now. Just under a minute though left in this fight. Something big is going to happen for Marina here. "30 seconds left." Those little shoulder shots, it's a cool little strike to have, especially at the amateur rank. You can develop that into your game. It looks like a foot stomp or a knee inside the knee, those little aggravating things.
And, some body types, especially like the bonier, more framed people, they can hit you with that clavicle.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll really bust you up.
10 seconds left here in this grinder of a fight. And a big shot here at the end. And that'll be a great fight here from these two ladies.
Yeah, good scrap. Started fast, finished
Good
fast.
Back and forth, yeah. I mean, a good grind of a fight. I think a lot of the cage dominance from Dania, I believe, will get the job done there. But Marina showing, she wasn't going to be put away. She was there every step of the way, but really found herself stuck for quite a bit of the rounds in a tight spot against the cage there, trying to either get back up or get off of the cage.
And for Marina, I love the aggression with the strikes, but it just caused for too many collisions, too many clinch entries. And when you're fighting like a clinch forward fighter, use your striking, but sting and move, hit and move. I think that's a great takeaway after this fight. And I'm not too sure exactly what the decision's going to look like. My guess is a 30-27 and a 29-28 for Dana.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Looks like we've got a referee's decision coming up just a minute. Our ring announcer, Wayne, stepping in right now, about to tell us the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision brought to you by Space City Collective. The scores of 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, Dania.
Yeah, Dania picking up the unanimous decision there with the exact scorecard that Alex predicted, the 30-27 and 29-28s there for sure.